You know what? We're going to just start as if this was exactly what we meant to do right now. How about
The whole
that?
time. It's
The
everything we do is what we mean to do.
That's right.
What you
We
mean? This
mean
one
what we say.
Yes. And
We say what we mean.
Yes. But in my ear, I have to admit, and I don't know if it'll turn out this way, but I sound 1,000 times louder than both of you.
That must just be you. Because
Yeah, you sound good to us.
Yeah,
Is that
Nick
a
sounds.
camera in
We
your
sound all
basement?
pretty level.
Sounds like something a megalomaniac would say.
Well, I can't deny that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, shall we get started then? I think
Sure.
Here we go. Let's do the normal thing that we do when we do anything at all. Welcome to a very special year-end edition of A Shin Show. Joining me here from an undisclosed location on the East Coast in Maryland. Well, I guess now I've disclosed that. Shit.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's usual. Anyway, joining me here in the undisclosed location on the East Coast is beloved spouse Elsie, and joining me from an undisclosed sub-basement bunker beneath the bunker in the sub-basement of the bunker location in the middle of the Midwest is my beloved daughter Sarah and my beloved son Nick. Hello, beloved son Nick and beloved daughter Sarah.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, very good. Well, as I mentioned, it's a special year-end edition where we go over all of our favorite things from the last year.
No, it's not.
No.
We might
Why
want
would
to
it be
explain
that?
why we would be doing an end of year show in mid-December.
Yeah. Why would we not do an end of the year show at the end of the fucking year?
Wow, there's no need to be violent about it. Well,
I'm
because
violent about it.
well, I mean, so we're going out of town, all right? And we're going out of town for 12 days, and then we'll be back on the 29th, which is the day
28th.
Oh, we are going to be back on the 20th.
Yes.
Oh, well, then never mind. We'll do the year-end thing on the 29th.
Sounds good.
And that'll
You're
give you a
really
couple
trying to fuck the pooch on this whole end of the year show, dude.
There's no pooch fucking going on, to my knowledge.
Whoa.
Not on my watch. You know, you're trying to come in here and just fucking do your thing right off the bat. Look, this is something we got to prepare for, okay? It's going to be an end of the year spooktacular.
Okay.
Or
that's
Yeah,
something
no
like
one
that.
was ready for that shit.
Clearly not. All right, so we won't do a year
fuck?
review. What?
Nothing.
Well, you know it's something. You don't you're not typically one just to blurt out what the fuck for no reason.
Well, look, I'm trying to do some Christmas shopping, okay?
Oh, I
And
see.
the website's being dumb as shit.
That's a problem with online shopping, but perhaps that's a good place to start, which is Christmas preparations. Now, Elsie and I, as we mentioned, we're going out of town. In fact, we're going out of the country. So that's
Ecuador,
our
right?
Christmas present to each other. We're not going to give each other Christmas presents. Do either of you have your shopping done? Clearly not.
Definitely
There's still
not.
10 shopping days left in December before Christmas, or so Lowe's told me today as I walked through the storefront.
Okay, that's fair. How about you, Nicholas Shin? I mean, you don't even do shopping, do you, until like December 24th at about 10 p.m.? That's kind of when you get geared up. Is that true?
Is that the day before Christmas?
It's Christmas Eve, which is typically when we do Christmas.
Yeah, sure.
All right, great. So, in other words, you have not done any Christmas shopping.
Me? No.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
What we're angling at here is, what are you getting us?
What do you want? I think about that often. What can I possibly get either of you that you don't already have?
That's a
You're
good
supposed
question.
to do something like,
That you would
meaningful.
Well,
Like
I was-
what?
I don't know, dude. Like
Like make him a fucking collage or
a
something?
hand turkey.
Yes. Please send us like little kid art that you made yourself. Oh my God, that would make me so fucking happy.
Merry
They'll
fucking Christmas.
They'll put it on the fridge.
It's some macaroni art.
Like draw me a Christmas tree with some Santa shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be nice. Actually, I was hoping for something with popsicle sticks.
Macaroni necklace.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Actually, I watched a 17-minute video yesterday. I got so engrossed. I'm usually not one to look at YouTube videos from Reddit because I'm always afraid I'm going to get a virus or something. But anyway, I looked at this YouTube video. It was
That's
a guy who
Dumb.
built...
but okay.
It is dumb. But anyway, it's a guy who built a fucking guitar out of popsicle sticks. He built an electric guitar that was dyed and had all of... It was Mario themed.
That's
It
pretty
was-
dope.
It was super dope.
It was
dude.
functional.
Let me
I assume.
explain. He made this like a mosaic. So some popsicle sticks were brown, some were green, some were red, whatever. And then he glued them all together as a mosaic. to make this pattern.
And it's not, I can't even do it justice, because he actually had to cut these popsicle sticks into quarters and then dye them using a vacuum system so that they would be dyed all the way through and not just on the surface. And then he glued them all together using a series of jigs and wedges. And it took months. That was somehow boiled down to 17 minutes.
And it's functional.
Oh, it's super functional. Yeah, it's a rock and roll guitar. Anyway, that's what I meant when I said I'd like you to make me something out of popsicle sticks.
So I'm subscribed to this newsletter, this Instructables newsletter, and they do crazy shit like that all the time. It's like either really cool shit like that, or it's really dumb, like hand turkeys.
Oh, yes.
So like there's no in between. It's either kindergarten crafts or I'm a master craftsman. Let me pretend to show you how to do a thing.
Have you ever been to the Shitty Robots subreddit?
No.
That's a good. People just like make shitty robots on purpose. There's this one guy who always like it's always some kind of thing to help you raise your baby, like a fucking cradle that rocks itself. Like you make a little app on. He makes like an app on his fucking iPad, and then he presses like a button, and there's like a doll in a cradle, and then the cradle will just like
Launch itself.
Yeah, it'll just fucking launch the baby like out of the fucking cradle or some such nonsense like that.
I dig
I
it.
see. Yeah. Well, are you suggesting that you're going to make me a shitty robot for Christmas?
I could. I mean, yeah. If that's something you want,
I would welcome that. Sure. Yeah, I'd like that.
So you've got hand turkey and shitty robot. There you go. Christmas is done for you.
Yeah.
Love it.
No, actually, what I would suggest for either of you or both of you, there are two things that I always need. Always. Thrift store ties. I always need a new thrift store tie.
And AA batteries.
And or dress socks. These also can come from the thrift store if they don't appear to be too badly used.
Oh yeah.
Dress socks are expensive.
Well, and not only that, but you can never really have enough of them. And in fact, I don't actually have any real dress socks as such. Mine are pretty boring. All of my buddies wear, dress socks with like Abraham Lincoln on them, and
Right.
God bless
American
America.
Abraham Lincoln blowing himself or something like that.
War damn evil.
What
In the Ouroboros, symbol, but it's Abraham Lincoln blowing himself on his socks. That'd be good attire,
Yeah, that'd be great on a pair of socks for sure. Anyway, no, it's not like that. Just regular Abraham Lincoln. He's not involved in any kind of sexual position on the sock that I've seen. Maybe you have some source of erotic socks of which I'm not aware.
Whoa.
I don't. That's probably an untapped market.
Eroticsocks.com. Actually, that could be a new sponsor. New sponsor for the pod.
Hey, there's old people with foot fetishes.
It's true. Yeah.
Eroticsocks.com. Here's what I'm going to do. You go to eroticsocks.com right now, put in promo code Go Fuck Yourself to Death, and you'll get 10% off your next package of erotic socks.
Only if you subscribe for the next 3 years.
We have each and every one of the presidents who have ever lived in the United States blowing themselves in various positions on these socks. We can do custom orders.
And they're definitely the socks you want to be wearing when you fuck yourself to death.
Yeah. Yeah. They're the socks you want to be wearing when Jesus comes back, all that. So
eroticsocks.com, a proud sponsor of a Shin Show for more than a billionth of a second. All right, that's awesome. All right, well, yeah, but seriously, I could use some dress socks.
Alrighty then.
Hey,
Yeah.
You know what? In thrift store ties, sometimes you go into the thrift store, you're looking for some ties. They got some bangers in there.
Oh,
They
yeah.
got some crazy awesome ties in there. You're like, why the fuck would anyone throw this away?
They died, dude.
Possibly, yeah.
Those are all dead people ties.
Even better, you can absorb their powers of business as you wear them. You know what I mean?
I don't think it works that way. I'm not sure entirely you can absorb people's power of business by wearing their ties.
You don't know they can't.
Well, I don't. You're right. It's entirely possible.
Yeah. The burden of proof is on you in this one because I say that
burden,
it is.
the burden
So-
of disproof is on me, really.
So we'll go find a successful business person. We will murder them.
No,
we will
no,
take their
no,
ties
no,
and
no,
then
no, no, no.
see
This
if
is
it
not.
works.
This is not the murder of businessman episode.
I don't know why not.
Yeah, because murder is wrong. I feel bad that I have to tell my wife this.
But if you're wearing those socks, you feel very empowered.
Which socks?
The ones that we have yet to give you.
Okay, yeah, the fuck socks. There's no such thing as fuck socks. We made all that up. And besides, the word was erotic socks.
It
For you
was.
elitists, but for us
spiraled
lower
quickly.
class people, they're fuck socks, okay?
No, that's not true. It's not true. Anyway, we overtalked the children because we can't hear them that well. Sorry, children. I don't know. I know you're adults, but you're my children, so I call you children. I'm sorry. That's probably, is that degrading or condescending? I don't mean it for
It doesn't matter. Possumus Maximus. Like, you're going to do your own thing.
Yeah.
Possumus Maximus, indeed. Hey, speaking of which, on my top 10 list this year, one of the things I was going to say was one of the top 10 things, for end of year episode. I'm just going to give you a preview.
Okay.
One of top religion of the year is definitely the Church of the Infinite Multiverse and Universal Energy. I got the name mixed up, but you know what I'm saying. Church of Universal Energy and the Infinite Multiverse. Definitely the top religion of the year, I think.
How can it be the top religion of the year if it's yours and you don't even remember the name?
Well, it has that name. It has that first name that he said in one of the infinite universes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm right wherever I go.
If it weren't for Nick always getting you out of your own trouble, I don't know what you would do.
Hey, look, I have an understanding of the scripture that most people have to,
Spend
study for
lifetimes.
years to attain. You have to prostrate yourself in front of the might of the infinite universes for, at least a day.
Yeah. I'm just going to say this. I'm not entirely sure your mic is plugged in, Nick.
Dude, Nick's shit is fine. It's just like your end of shit that you can't hear.
No, I hear you. I hear you fine.
Select a microphone. Microphone, blue snowball. That's the one I'm using.
Just breathe heavily into the mic.
Then we'll know it's you.
I'm telling you, I hear Sarah better than I do Nick.
Well, get over it. Maybe it's your headphones. Maybe it's
You
your
don't-
own head, but it's fine.
I mean, would it kill anybody just to unplug it and plug it back in?
Does this sound, my mic is red though. Like the light indicating that it's on is on.
I'm just telling you.
I can hear myself through someone else's shit. I can hear myself just fine.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine.
Look, I'm telling you, just caress the mic gently with your lips.
Ew.
Don't even do that.
My little fucking thing that you put over the mic itself was cracked in half. It's cracked. Like,
Your sock.
yeah.
Not your fuck sock,
Not
just your
my-
sock.
Not my erotic sock, you fucking hooligan. The thing you put on the speaker.
The windscreen is what they call that. They call that a windscreen.
I thought they called it the pee protector.
The
Pop screen
that's
is
another thing they call it.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Its names are legion.
I thought it made it that so you could pee on the microphone and it would
No,
Protect it.
protect it.
no, it's the microphone fuck sock. Everyone knows that. Apparently.
All right.
All right. So anyway, so that's what I would like for Christmas. What do you children want? Because we're not getting you anything. But what would you want?
Right. What does Santa need to bring you?
I don't know. Nothing.
Great.
I have everything I need.
That's awesome
Aw, so cliche.
and so true.
Season tickets to the Omaha Orchestra.
Oh, that's a good one. Actually, that's a great
That
one.
is a good
That's
one. You
something
should
you would
remind
not
us
use.
next year.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I've been to the orchestra a number of times.
No, you haven't.
In her mind, fuck you.
No, Nick, are you saying there's no such thing as an Omaha Orchestra?
No, I'm saying that's something she wouldn't use if you got her season tickets to that.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
No.
Or so help you.
No, it's just no. I'm
Okay.
kidding. I don't know.
All right.
Nick, why are you opining that your sister would not use?
Why are you casting aspirations on my character?
Yeah,
Right.
Aspersions, dude.
Yeah, whatever, dude. I don't give a shit.
Jeez, I don't know. I don't know. I just felt like saying it. It was
Okay.
amusing to me.
All right, so you don't actually think that she wouldn't use orchestra tickets?
Well, he didn't say that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he's not recanting his statement.
yeah, I don't know if season tickets are entirely necessary, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to judge you for the things that you receive and then don't use.
It's why has there been some other thing that she's received?
No, I'm just really just pulling this out of thin air. I'm making it sound like there's some sort of prior thing
yeah
that
you
gives
are.
me reason to believe this, but
Right.
there isn't.
I see. All
I'm
right.
just
Well,
saying
we won't worry about it then. So what we will do instead of worrying about that, is we'll see if we have any personal news. Do you have any personal news since returning from New York? News that's
No.
personal to you that we haven't heard before.
Oh, I started my other job. I
What other job?
The one that he talked about?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The one at the what? It's like a Chuck E. Cheese, not a Chuck E. Cheese. It's like a Dave and Buster's, right?
It's like Chuck E. Cheese with trampolines.
Is it really?
No. Well, I mean, kind of, I guess. Like, Chuck E. Cheese is a place, and it is in the way that it's a place where kids hang out.
Okay. All right. Very good.
It's one of these trampoline parks.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, it is. It's a trampoline park where they serve pizza.
Yeah.
They have lots of birthday parties there. Very
Yeah.
hip, cool places for the kids. Actually, I would say because it's trampoline, like even up into the younger teen years, I've seen.
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot of,
yeah.
yeah.
Even adults show up, dude. They got
Dude,
dodgeball
I
on
would
trampolines.
definitely go get drunk and jump in a trampoline.
Oh, yeah.
park.
It is fun as fuck. I was actually talking about that to one of the parents, but there's rock climbing and shit. They spent like thousands of dollars on their lights and sound systems. They're all synchronized and shit.
Nice.
It's like a huge warehouse, super loud music in there. They didn't have nothing like that when I was a kid.
No,
If they had
didn't.
some shit. If I went somewhere like that when I was a kid, that would have been dope. But
Yeah.
I didn't because, Dad, you failed me, and it's all good.
It's true. Right.
He didn't invest in the right.
This business didn't
Startup.
even start until 2011. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not. It's probably not the very first of its kind, but they're clearly the first to like put it to that degree. They've expanded a lot.
So yeah, you're right. I'm at fault. I'm a bad parent, obviously. And had I taken you to more experiences like that, perhaps who knows what would have happened.
I was thinking more along the lines of you start your own trampoline business.
Oh yeah, you think so?
Yeah,
And
all
then-
Nick ever wanted as a kid was you to get a goddamn trampoline park, but you didn't. So now what
Yeah.
does he want? Nothing. He wants
Yeah.
nothing from your ass.
That's right. Elsie summed it up perfectly.
She usually does. All right. So sorry about the trampoline park, but so how's the new job going?
What? Oh yeah, okay. It's cool. It's easy. I'm getting paid like a lot.
Do you
And,
ever envision yourself just knocking little kids over because it's fun?
yeah. All the time.
I would do
But it's
that all
super
day.
easy.
Like, shut.
These parents, they pay like $300 to reserve a table, and then you come in there, you're like, hey, I got the pizza, and then you drop the pizza off, and then you're like, go tear them trampolines up. And then the reason why they wanted me to come in there is because it's a lot of kids that work there, and they're like too scared to talk to the parents,
Oh,
They
I
just
see.
do all the shit with the kids, but the parents are the one who are tipping you, paying you,
Mhm.
so they're the ones you want to talk to. And I'm really good at that, so
Well,
I
good.
get
So,
paid $10
yeah.
an hour plus whatever tips they give me.
That's pretty good. That's a substantial improvement over what you're getting now, or were getting before.
Well, yeah. As
But have
opposed to $2 an hour plus tips.
Yeah.
But I got a $40 tip on Saturday, and I was there from 2 to 4. So I'm getting paid $10 an hour. That's $60 for 2 hours of work.
That's pretty good. Now, let me ask you this. Are you still slinging that low main, though?
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm slinging that low man, dude. That's
All right,
good
so-
money.
All right. So this is an additional job.
Yes. Yeah.
Working 2 jobs. I admire that.
Minimal extra hours, maximum extra earnings, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good news. I'd call that. And then, Sarah, what's your news?
Shit. Not much. Been sick.
Oh, no. Yeah, I've been sick too. But listen to me now. You'd think I'm the picture of health.
Yeah, you've got some great projection going on there, bud.
Are you saying I'm too loud?
No. Would you relax about the fucking mic levels?
Dude, he's
Let it happen
like,
naturally.
Can't let it go. So would you say you got sick immediately after the trip because you got sick of our shit?
Look, I'm not in a position
Of your
to.
excrement? No. But of your behavior?
Entirely possible. Yes. All right.
No, I
well, that
think it
makes
was
sense.
tromping around in the other people.
Indeed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of germs to be had.
Oh, there sure are. And to say nothing of the fact that where I work anyway, everyone's been getting sick. So there's,
Yeah, 'tis the season.
it is fa la 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 fuck. That's what I say.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like
Right.
that.
Yeah. Thank you. Glad you enjoy it. Well,
La,
so
la, la, go fuck yourself.
right. Well, our personal news is really dominated by the fact that we've been packing up and getting ready to go for 12 days.
Almost dominated by it, but
But-
last week we had
But not quite.
emergency surgery on Brad's toe
Oh, yeah.
unexpectedly.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, so
Unexpectedly? Did you
Well-
see that fucking thing?
okay, so the end of October, I noticed, he's got an ingrown toenail and it looks pretty bad, but we've got a doctor's appointment coming up, so we'll take care of it. So on the 14th of November, we go to the doctor, get our shots for Ecuador and whatnot, and I'm like, hey, check out this toe. And it's obviously infected at this point, and she just gives him antibiotics, and we go about our way. So we get back, we're back last Saturday morning, he's changing a light bulb for me, and I look at his feet, and it's just the most disgusting, infected, horrible looking toe, like twice its normal size. It was awful. So yeah, we went to urgent care and had a little emergency surgery there, and he's been walking around with the boot all week. So it's been fun.
Yeah. There's been a lot of toe washing as well. Toe soaking,
Ooh.
toe bandaging.
Yeah, I got to look at that thing in New York, and I'm pretty sure it blinked at me.
I didn't realize you had seen it. No one
Oh,
had told
yeah.
me it was still a thing.
Oh, I saw it, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is up with that? Are you good? And he's like, yeah, it's fine. I was like, okay. It looks like something you could potentially have emergency surgery for.
Right. And you were right.
You've never been more right, as it so happens. But he's back in the pink now, and I don't know, man. Every night he comes home, I say, hey, why don't you go wash your toe? Just go wash it up, just in case. So we're trying to prevent further emergency surgery.
Too much Hog Lagoon for that toe.
Way too much.
Way too much. Hey, a quick question. You got a murder update for us, Sarah? We all like to be updated on the murder.
No.
No murder update.
Turns out it's easy to get away with murder.
Well, seemingly so.
Good whole TV show about it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's super easy.
Which makes it even that much more fucked up that people got caught for murder before now. You know what I mean?
It's because they confess. You get them. Haven't you ever watched the first 48? Okay, they get a person in there and they're like, "We know what you did," even if they don't have any evidence. And the guy and the people immediately just confess.
I guess you're right. Even though in America, specifically, you can just be like a lawyer.
You
know what I
can,
mean?
but people don't do that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
dude,
number
people
one
do
piece
do
of
that,
advice.
especially in cops. You watch cops, and then the people just start talking and talking, trying to talk their way out of it, and only incriminating themselves more.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
What are you doing?
Shut up.
Well, part
You
of
are
the
going to
problem
jail
is
no matter what. So you
they-
just shut up.
they read you your Miranda rights when they're first arresting you. And by the time you're sitting in some sort of room with somebody, like you're not going to remember all the things they said. It's really you have to know your rights and you have to exercise them because they will try to bully you and not remind you that you've got other recourses.
Well,
That's true.
And in fairness, all right, so the job of the police is to, after an arrest, secure a conviction, right? That's the prosecutor's job, is to secure a conviction. But from the police's point of view, as long as they have arrested someone and someone is charged, the case is off their books, and they can call that a cleared case, even if ultimately the person who's charged is not convicted or if the case is dropped, whatever. So as long as someone is charged, that's all they care about, ultimately.
Okay, well, that kind of seems like a fundamental flaw in the system.
Well, you know what, though? It is what it is, and that's the way that it is. So, as I've often said, my advice to anybody who's arrested in our family is, step one is I'd like a lawyer. Step two is I'd like a lawyer. And step three is I'd like a lawyer.
Well,
For
yeah,
those of
see,
you
that's the
listening-
only right you need to know, as opposed to like knowing the rest of your rights. That's the lawyer's job. The only thing you need to know is that you need that lawyer before you say anything.
Yeah, that's a fact. And also, don't forget your right to party. I mean, you
Yeah.
have to fight for that, obviously.
Yeah, you have to reach
No,
for an
no one-
officer's gun as they're arresting you.
I didn't hear that, and I'm not sure I wanted to.
No, probably not.
All right, good. All right, anyway, the point is that I forget now what the point is. Did anybody get arrested? Why are we talking? Oh, the murder update. So they have not caught the murderer.
Nah.
No arrests have been made.
Nope.
You seem very interested in this murder. Was it you?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I have a rock solid alibi, which is I was nowhere near the undisclosed location in the Midwest when it occurred.
I don't think the murder happened at the undisclosed location specifically.
Yes, but it did happen in the general vicinity of the undisclosed location.
In the greater metropolis.
Look, the murder's never going to be solved, y'all. Like, can we just
Yeah,
we're just gonna wrap that up?
He just got away.
Look, we can talk
That's
about the murder. We can
conclusion.
talk about.
I can
Mike
tell you
Tyson.
this: I can tell you this is that we have safety meetings every month, and if I get told one more time or gently encouraged that I need to call the call center before I walk it the 13 feet from my car to the front door, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to be escorted. What the fuck is a man going to do? That like what are you going to do? Just because there's another person there?
Yeah,
watching
like the guy
me
with the
get
gun.
from my car to the front door? Like,
Right,
I'm
you're-
not calling. I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah, you're just insuring two murder victims at that point.
Yeah, look, I'll be okay. And if I'm not, guess what? I wasn't going to be okay even if you were watching.
All right, probably true.
So, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking. Everybody made it into such a big deal, and all you're doing is instilling fear in your employees, and it's not necessary.
Well, I admire your sanguine attitude about the fact that your coworker was murdered in your parking lot, like 2 feet from your
Sanguine?
front door. Yes.
Yeah, well, again, the world's a shitty place, my dude.
Well,
And it
yeah,
also
but
happened at
What
1:30
did?
in the morning. Like, I occupy normal people hours, and terrible things happen all the time. Like, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, so the update is he got away, the end.
okay. I'm going to ask every week though, because I want a regular update. We don't have to have a
Okay,
long
okay.
discussion about it, but you can just tell me every week.
All right,
no
it's fine.
update.
No. I'll start getting creative.
Much like the police, he wants someone charged, and he's not going to let it go.
Well, I want the case cleared. I mean, it's just sitting out there open. It's a cold case at this point.
Well, maybe in 10 years or so, somebody will think about revisiting it. It ain't gonna be me though.
I see. Well, in the meantime, though, you know what we could do to kind of ease our minds off of this murder?
Huh.
Head on down to Ziff's. That's right, Ziff's. It's going to be home-style New Zealand cooking like you've never had before. Right there in Invercargill, New Zealand, the southernmost point of New Zealand, which means it's the southernmost restaurant in the world. You're going to enjoy your freshly slain kiwi juice and your delicious, get 'em while they last, koala burgers. Right there at Ziff's, proud sponsors of a shin show for more than a billionth of a century. And then afterwards, you can head on over to that one guy tattoo show. I can't remember that guy's name, like Henry Creevy or something, or Pollux.
I said
I
he
like
was
that you
dead to
almost
us.
called it Kwee juice.
That was good.
Well, no one wants to drink kiwi juice. It's disgusting. But kiwi juice is cute. Don't you think? No?
Yeah, I like it.
All right, good. Anyway, head on down to Ziff's. And that what's that new tattoo parlor's name? I think they should have stuck with the throne room.
Yeah, that's
think
why
it
I
was
said
Herbert
we can't talk
Hoover.
about them anymore. They don't sponsor us. They're
That's right.
dead. Fuck them.
All right. Wow. Okay. There's
Rip
no need.
the throne
You're in a
room.
feisty mood. Feisty. All right. Okay. So, did you guys see anything this week? Go to any
I
movies?
did.
You did?
Did. I went to something, all right. I went to go see that Mr. Rogers flick.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
It was fine.
That's not exactly a ringing endorsement.
I mean, it was fine. It was, whatever. It was fine.
All right.
Would it have been better, but you realized he's actually a really, really fucking boring person?
No.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. He seemed a little autistic to me, quite frankly.
I see. Well, you know,
Although they played his actual voice at the end of the show,
yeah.
and like I was instantly 3 years old again. I was
Aw.
like, whoa, that was weird.
All right.
That's
Far
it.
out, man.
That was it.
The power of Mr. Rogers. How about you, Nick?
I watched all of The Mandalorian.
Ah, you're up to speed. What do you think of it?
Well, except this week's newest episode. But
Yeah.
yeah, I like it. It's very good.
Yeah, it's like a Western, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Spaghetti Western.
Yes, with a baby Yoda. Everyone loves him. No one
Yeah.
hates him. He's beloved. Those people who want to dissect him and make freshly slain Yoda juice out of him.
I would try that for sure. I mean, I wouldn't be directly responsible for its creation and procurement, but if someone just slammed a shot down in front of me, freshly squeezed baby Yoda juice, I would try it.
You'd take that shot.
Yeah,
All
I'd
right.
take that shot. Maybe it'll give me force powers,
Could be. Could turn you into a force ghost. Hard to say. Anyway, are
That'd
y'all
be cool.
excited about what's the last movie called? The Rise of Skywalker? No, the
Okay,
last,
so what was the movie before that?
The Last Jedi.
the
I
Last
don't know
Jedi.
if I saw that.
And this last one is
Really?
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
you saw it. Dude, you saw it.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's so
That
like
was
with the speeders going over the salt flats with the red.
where Luke Skywalker, spoilers, dies at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that.
Yeah, so this is the next one where it's supposed to wrap everything up. It's the end of the Skywalker saga. It's called The Rise of Skywalker, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So there you go. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, coming December 20th. The final chapter of the Skywalker saga. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, until they run out of money.
No, they've got plenty of other offshoots. Anyway, y'all getting
I
excited
guess
for this
so.
movie or not?
Yes.
I guess, yeah.
Well, look, I'm not excited for it now, but I'll be excited when I'm in theaters watching it and hear the score start.
Okay. All right. So hang on. Dun 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 dun.
And we're pulled from YouTube.
Are you excited now?
We got
Sure.
pulled from YouTube for copyright infringement. It's all good.
It's like no one even knew what that was. I could barely tell what it was. True or false? True. All right. So anyway, yeah, I'm excited about it. I think it'll be interesting. I love that Daisy Ridley. I think she's a terrific actor. That John Boyega, he's great.
I will say that Nick sent me a video earlier today of like just a fan remaster of the scene where Darth Vader kills Obi-Wan or whatever. It was bitchin'.
Yeah,
I've
that
seen
shit was dope.
Yeah, that's totally dope. They should have. It's too bad the CGI effects didn't exist.
Yeah,
in
Yeah, but they could now. They could edit it like this was just some dude who made that video. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like
gonna
an
need you
actual
to send me that
production
link.
could really do it. Yeah, I can send you the link.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, or I could find it for you, but better have Nick send it. He'll do a better job of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, on the other hand, there are those. In fact, J.J. Abrams asked Lucasfilm if they still had the original, unedited, unimproved original cuts of the first three films, and apparently those don't exist anymore.
really
Yeah. So
interesting.
yeah, it's there. None of the editions that exist are anything but the special editions with the added CGI and shit like that.
Huh.
Which is kind of a shame
Yeah,
because those are
an art form was lost.
exactly those originals were great films for sure. So how's your shopping going, Sarah?
Fine. I'm done shopping.
Oh, you are done shopping. Okay. What'd you get?
None yet.
Yeah. Items of interest.
I see. Okay, very good. Well, it sounds very festive. All right, so we saw this week. Well, actually, we didn't discuss the movie that we saw in New York. We saw Jojo Rabbit,
Oh, that
which
was
was
pretty good.
a damn good film, I thought. And it made you. It's the kind of film that made you think. The good part about that film, I thought, was the 10-year-old star was absolutely tremendous. I mean, he was just terrific. The premise was very interesting and very novel. The thing I don't like about it is that, okay, so it's a World War II film set in Germany. So everybody is running around speaking English with various weird accents, you know?
Yeah.
Would you have rather it would had all been in German and we had to read subtitles?
Yes.
Yes.
I would
Yeah.
You
have
know he's a purist like that.
That's what I would have preferred. I'm sorry. That's the way I am. What did you all think of it?
I thought it was entertaining.
I didn't not like anything.
Okay. Well, there's lots of people.
I
who
like
can,
Taika Waititi or whatever his name is.
yeah, he was terrific as Adolf Hitler. Did a great job, both as a silly, farcical Hitler and as the briefly serious, angry Hitler. He did a great
Right.
job.
Yeah.
I agree. All right, so we all liked it. I don't know. I haven't heard Nick weigh in on Jojo Rabbit.
I didn't know what we were getting into when we watched. I had seen no marketing about it whatsoever. But yeah, I liked it.
Excellent analysis. Well done.
So were you pleasantly surprised or I mean, what?
Yeah, I liked it.
Fantastic. And then Elsie and I watched something on Netflix last night that left such an impression on us we can't even remember it.
Well, I was like, wow, we watched something on Netflix. Oh, The Laundromat.
Yes, we
With
did.
Meryl Streep and
Gary
Gary
Oh,
Oldman
with
and Antonio
she's a
Banderas.
money launderer.
No.
Or she's uncovering the money laundering or
Yes.
something.
She's uncovering the money laundering that results in the fall of Mossacker Fonseca, the law firm that ultimately
With the Panama
papers,
whatever bank accounts or whatever.
Yeah, and the movie is kind of depressing, to tell you the truth, because it just goes to show you that the wealthy get away with murder, and
will continue to do so.
Yeah. So, the two attorneys who ran that law firm that sheltered, hundreds of millions of dollars in assets, hundreds of billions of dollars in assets, most likely, for people all around the world, they ended up each with 3 months in jail. So
nice.
Typical.
It's
almost like money can buy you damn near anything.
Right.
I wouldn't know, but I hear that's true. It's the difference between tax avoidance and tax evasion. Tax evasion, criminal. Tax avoidance, very legal. Very legal.
Very lucrative.
Yes. Well, and what's the difference between tax avoidance and tax evasion? About 3 feet of jail cell. That's about it. So anyway, and a lot of money.
But it was well done. It was highly entertaining.
Yeah, it was. It caught our interest, and then I forgot what it was. But then Elsie reminded me. So there you go. Worth a watch. Worth an hour and 27 minutes of your time or so. And Meryl Streep, of course, gives a tour de force performance, as always. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, great. Fantastic. The laundromat. The laundry? The laundress. The laundromat. The laundromat.
Laundrissimo.
The launderer.
Antonio Banderas is in it as well. He does a great job also.
I do like Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
I watched an interview with the vampire the other day. This was a while ago, I guess, but
of course.
And where everybody in that is babies.
Oh,
anyway,
yes.
The point is that Anne Rice is a piece of shit, but I still love the interview with the vampire.
Okay. What makes her
she the one who made the book?
Yeah.
Why is she such a piece of shit?
Yeah.
She's a huge bitch, dude.
Why?
Okay, so I don't really have time to get into it, but this is a huge thing with fandom. So any transformative works, so fan fiction or fan art or anything like that, she will sick her lawyer team after you. She does not allow or does not approve of any sort of transformative works because her characters are her characters alone and blah, 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 blah.
Well, that doesn't sound that bitchy to me.
It totally is.
Sounds like intellectual property.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like she's well within her legal rights.
No.
I see.
No.
She's not within her legal
Look,
rights.
again, I do not have time to get into all of it, but I can send you guys some reading, some light reading.
Okay. All right. You know what, Counselor? I'm going to stipulate that Anne Rice is a massive bitch.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, fine. But I will also then concede that her works are actually quite entertaining.
Anne Rice, yeah, exactly. Anne Rice is the reason why there were disclaimers on fan fiction for years and years and years, and also a large reason why the archive of transformative works was created. Long story short.
Very good. Well, that is a long
Big bitch,
story
though.
short.
So maybe it's a good thing because this whole archive was created. A blessing in disguise.
A blessing.
Sure.
A blessing from the Lord. God be praised. All right. So,
be praised.
so Nick, is it time at this point? I mean, you're still slinging that lo mein, so I think it might be time to ask a server and get a restaurant etiquette tip from Nick Shin.
Let's see. I got eaten alive on the last one. You guys did not agree at all, but I still stand by it.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. I mean, it's all you guys' constitutional right to be dumbasses, but that's all right. You know. Let's see. What do I do that people? What do people do that piss me off?
Yeah. I mean, is that what this is? Or should we rename the segment? It's time for What Do People Do to Piss Nick Off with Nick Shin.
You know what, dude? Like when someone, I know I already said this, but like if you come in and they're seeing you and like you got some kind of bone disease, you got bone-itis or something, or you're old as fuck, and you want to sit in a table or booth because of one of those things, that's all right. But if someone's coming to sit you at a table and you're like, no, I want to sit at that table. Fuck you. You're an asshole. Like, why? Why, dude? Why does it make a difference? Please tell me what the fucking difference is. Oh, wait. it doesn't make a difference. You're an asshole. That's just all there is to it. There's nothing deeper. Like, just sit where the fuck they want you to sit. There's a reason they're sitting you there, you know? There's like a floor chart. There's like sections and shit. And you're fucking it all up for literally no reason.
No,
Just to do it. Like, you're an asshole.
But it affects my chi.
Yeah, and that's all right. But your chi and you are an asshole.
What about my feng shui?
The feng shui can go you to dick. That's the feng shui today.
The feng shui doesn't pay attention to the server outline schedule thing, the table seating chart.
I see. Yeah, it doesn't. No. So yeah, I'm basically, Nick, every time that we've asked you to give us a restaurant etiquette tip, basically what you've given us is when the customer wants something that inconveniences me in the slightest way, then fuck that guy.
But seriously, dude, why? Like, why do you need to sit at just tell me why. Is it because you need to exert some amount of power over someone just for that 1 second? I think that's what it is. There's no, like, here's my example, dude. Long before I ever worked in a restaurant, these are things that I never did. You know what I mean? Like, I never had no problem not being an asshole in a restaurant. You know what I mean? I just never had a problem with it my whole life. That's how I know that people possess the capacity to not be a douchebag. But they don't for whatever reason it is. I'm just letting you know. You asked.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what I get for asking. But I felt like Elsie was going to explain why sometimes she wants, a specific spot in a restaurant. But maybe she's not going to.
I wasn't going to explain that, but just so much as people feel like, hey, I'm paying my money that I worked for to enjoy this thing, and I would like it this way if I can have it. And
okay, dude, but if you're thinking that much about the seating arrangement, like, you know what I mean? What are you coming in there for? Are you coming in there to eat, or are you coming in there to boss people around as much as you possibly can?
I don't think it's that they're thinking of bossing others around so much as they're just...
That table has a bad
There's
aura.
literally no justification for wanting to... There's none. I cannot hear a single solid one.
Well, maybe I just like the cut of the other table's jib.
Yeah, okay. All right, you know what? That makes sense.
Maybe I just like the looks of that other table just a little bit better. It's got nothing to do with you. You know why I'm coming into a restaurant, Nick? I know what you're thinking. You're coming in to eat some fucking Chinese buffet. That's why. No. I'm coming into a restaurant to self-actualize. I'm coming into a restaurant to explore my best self through the culinary experience at hand. I'm coming into that restaurant to maximize my enjoyment. Am I the only one?
To maximize your enjoyment.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, see, when I go out, not even just to restaurants, when I go to the movie theater, you know why I'm going to the movie theater?
To see a movie?
To see a fucking movie. You know what I mean? And it's really just that simple. There's no need. There is absolutely no need to make it more complicated than, hi, 1 ticket, please. Or 2 tickets, please. Hi, 1 popcorn, please. And then sit in your seat and watch the fucking movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this can be applied to multiple other things that we do, including going out to a restaurant.
All right. Well, all right. So, yeah, I think this signals the death of this segment.
I guess, yeah. I guess. I think what it is that I'm describing things that each and every one of you do to some capacity. And
it's making you uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's making you feel like, you have to defend these bullshit.
Right. Like people who want Coke and a water. Those fucking
yes,
pricks.
Dude. Yes. Just get Coke or get water.
What if I order a Coke and then change my mind and then say I want water?
Well, here's what we can do. We can do it like your parents said to you. You finish that one, okay? And then when you're all done with that one, we'll get you another one because we do one thing at a time because we're not little piggies.
Well, yeah. Is that acceptable if I drink my Diet Coke and then say, hey, can I actually get a water instead of a refill?
That's totally fine, yeah.
I see, but not both at the same time.
I'm just saying, like, when 4 people sit down, okay, you thinking, okay, I got to get 4 drinks. But nope, they want Coke and a water, so you got to get 8. drinks for 4 people. What was
Oh my-
something you could have done with 2 hands, now you need trays and shit for it.
Oh man. Well, it's
And
a
why?
hard knock life.
Tell me why. Why do you need 2 at once?
Well, I
Why?
guess you don't.
You don't, yeah. You're
Nope.
just being a piggy. And it's all good, but you're being a piggy.
You're not. How was it getting a glass of water with your Coke being a pig? But we've been all over this ground.
Have you not been listening at all?
Any simpler. You just get one or the other. That's another thing where I've never been like, I need 2 drinks today. 2 at once. Thank you very much.
Well,
One is good. Like,
No, the
why
Coke
do you
might
need
be-
2
No, the Coke-
simultaneous
The
drinks?
Coke might be too potent.
Dude,
You know what I'm
2
saying?
consecutive drinks? That I can understand. 2 simultaneous drinks? Piggy. And it's all good.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and say that asking for a glass of water at a restaurant does not make you a pig. I'm just
No,
gonna
it
say
doesn't. If you walk in and say, I would like a water, please, I would say, gladly, sir. But if you say, I want a Pepsi and a water at the same time, I need both at the same time, I'm going to say, absolutely, sir, right away. But then I'm going to think, piggy.
Well, we're all entitled to our thoughts. What a great segment this has been. It's Things That Piss Nick Shin Off with Nick Shin. One of our
I'm
best
not
segments
crazy
ever.
on this one. Oh, here's some other personal news. I went to a concert earlier. That's why my voice is cracking so much.
Oh, I see.
I
What
had
concert?
lost it completely a couple of days ago.
Yeah, what'd you see?
Wax
Wax. Is that
and Ubi from Sescrew.
okay? So Wax, WAX or WACKS?
What WAX?
I see.
The Sesame Street of rap.
Oh, well, really? Is that true?
No,
I don't know.
No, it's not.
Just apparently I said that while we were in New York, and I have no memory of it. But Nick was highly offended at the time.
And
So,
is
but now
apparently-
that's who he is.
Yeah. Okay. And is still offended, apparently.
I guess, yeah.
All right, a little bit. So and Ubi from Sescrew? Is that what the second thing is?
Yeah, all right. So the group is called Sescrew. It's 2 guys, Ubiquitous and Godamus. Ubi for short.
I like that.
Yeah, and they're kind of doing their solo thing right now, but he assured us that Sescrew's not over with. And Sescrew is on Strange Music record label, which is a record label that Tech Nine made, based out of Kansas City, Missouri. So it's a big deal. I don't know. I've been listening to them for a long time. Ubi's like doing Wax a favor by touring with him. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, yeah, he put on a great show. So did Wax. It was great. It's all good.
All right, sounds bomb. Good
Yeah,
show.
lost my voice. I was nervous about going, and then it was a great time.
What were you nervous
Why were you
about?
nervous?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I just get nervous about things, like, and I sit there and think about it logically, and I'm like, why am I so nervous? And I just don't. I just am.
Yeah, it's just called anxiety, my dude.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
That's what free floating anxiety. I mean, when you think about why you were nervous, was it because there would be a big crowd, you didn't think you would enjoy it, or that you thought it might be a waste of money, or what exactly?
No, I wasn't like, when I thought about it, I'm like, all right, it's going to be a lot of people there, but like, that doesn't bother me. And I actually got the tickets for free, so that's all good. Had the next day, like I sat there and went through it all, and I was like, there's absolutely no reason why I should not just be stoked to go to the show. But
That's anxiety, dude.
Yeah. And then it was awesome. And
Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe I fucking considered not going for no reason. But yeah. And
That's
that
social.
happens
That's
with
social
everything I
anxiety.
do. Every single thing.
Really?
I feel you.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you should consider smoking more marijuana.
Yeah, I think so. The higher I am, the less nervous I am about anything. Obviously.
Really? Because I would think that would increase your paranoia.
It's not paranoia though. It's anxiety. There's a difference.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
Like paranoia would be me thinking that something is going
Gonna
to happen or that someone's going to stab me or something. I'm just like, I just get nervous about anything. you know?
Really? Interesting.
I've
Because
always been
cool
like
as a
that.
cucumber.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to tell anyone I'm nervous at the time. It's all good. It's all love. But I am nervous. Because when I think about it, I can like logically be like, okay, like I'm going to do this. It's going to be all right because it is. Like, but I'm still nervous about it. Like I can never control that.
Well, I'm glad we're kind of working this out on the air.
Yeah, whatever.
Because actually, I mean, you don't sound nervous right now.
No, like I said, I'm good at making it seem like I'm not nervous. Like I know what I'm saying or doing, and it's all under control. And usually it is, but sometimes I'm just nervous.
I understand. Well, yeah, that's why I like to relax. Just meditate. Just take it easy. Take some deep breaths and realize that ultimately it probably doesn't really fucking matter anyway.
Yeah. Or you could just look at it in an amount of time. Like, okay, it's going to be this many hours. Like, come on. At the end of this many hours, everything is still going to be the same. Like,
World's
I'm
going
not
to keep on
jumping into a
rotating.
fucking pit of snakes or anything.
Exactly. Unless that is what you're going to do. I mean, then that's a cause for legitimate nerves. If you're like, hey, I'm going to go swimming in a pit of snakes, then I would be nervous about that.
Yeah, that's something to be nervous for real about. But then, like, you'd be like, why am I nervous? And you'd be like, because snakes can bite me and or poison me. Then you're like, okay, well, that's a good reason to be nervous.
Right.
So, like, I'm just going to continue to be nervous.
Yeah. And
But when it's like a concert, you're like, but I want to go to this, and it's all good.
Social anxiety.
Yeah.
So thank you for continuing to say social anxiety, Sarah. So what should he do about it?
Smoke more weed. Ain't you listening?
Smoke my weed. Yeah, and then I did smoke a bunch of weed.
Well, no, literally,
it was
honestly.
all good, and I went, and it was fun.
Two things. The two things you did where you went through logically and said, here are the reasons why I could be nervous and why they're all not a thing. That's a good step for managing anxiety. And then smoking weed, guess what? Chills you out.
Yeah.
So you did exactly what you were supposed to do. Good job. And then you went and had a good time.
Yeah.
So great.
Wow,
It's very adult of you.
This is very, very happy ending to this story. I'm so proud of all of you. So
But
proud
it's
of
not
us.
over yet because my voice is still kind of not recovered, though.
Oh, see
Yeah,
that?
Well,
no,
that's a
yeah.
A good
be
thing, I
expected.
guess.
That is different
Yeah.
thing, but it's annoying is what it is because my voice keeps cracking when I want to raise my voice.
Really? I haven't heard it crack once.
Yeah.
That's because he hasn't raised his voice.
Yeah, it
Well, I
did. When
see.
we were going off about the pop thing, it cracked quite a few times.
Oh, okay. I kind of tuned you out for
Yeah,
a little
I
bit there.
I know, and it's all good.
Can I randomly recant my fuck you to Heath Clifford private tattoo studio?
Yeah.
Keith Clifford, that's who it is.
And because here on Facebook it says, I will not be taking bookings in New Zealand past June as I plan to start working and traveling in the USA. If you have incomplete work from me, I would highly recommend booking it now. Any future clients who want to be on the wait list when my bookings open for USA around mid-2020, please feel free to email me.
Okay. So why do you withdraw your fuck you to him?
Because I feel like we should go get tattoos from him.
Oh,
Be like, dude, we've been following you for a while.
good idea. Have we seen any of Heath Clifford's work? Do we think it's worth a crap?
I have. And
Oh.
it's nice. Isn't that how this whole thing came about? Was Nick saw a tattoo?
No, that was from the throne room tattoo, and then Heath Clifford took over he like bought it or whatever and made it his thing.
No, here's how that works. The lead tattoo artist that started the business can do whatever they want whenever they want. So he actually changed the business's name from the throne room to this other thing. So basically he just fired his other tattoo artists or decided he wanted to go out on his own.
Okay, so still an asshole.
But
So still fuck you, Heath Clifford.
do we care about what kind of a decent human being he is if he can really, do that body art, yo?
Yeah, if he can do the good work, then really I don't care.
All right. Well, we're looking at some examples of his work right now. And to me, it looks, looks all right.
Looks
frankly, I'm not really
contrived.
impressed.
You saw 3 pictures.
Yeah. Well, we don't really have time to go through each one of his pieces of art. Yeah, he's got he did a big Buddha on somebody's chest. It's far out. Okay.
Or their back, whatever.
Hard to tell. I mean, it's all covered up. Who can say whether it's a chest or a back? Now that I see as a back. Okay, it's some kind of art, whatever. All right, anyway, look.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. We're not going to be making reservations in mid-2020 for Heath Clifford.
I don't see why not.
Or are we? Are we making family tattoo reservations for mid-2020? Maybe I could be outvoted here.
TBD.
TBD. Okay. Well, that's a cliffhanger for a future episode, I think. No doubt about it.
Guess
All
what
right,
we're all getting in for Christmas now?
tattoos.
Gift cards.
Oh, gift cards to Heath Clifford.
Yes.
I don't think Heath Clifford offers gift cards.
You don't know
But he
that.
does.
I-
Yeah, you don't know shit.
I
Why
don't.
would you not? Why would you not be like, accept someone's money because they're like, I don't want a tattoo, but my buddy wants a tattoo, so I want to give you money for their tattoo. Why would you not accept that?
Well, you might accept it, but you might not have a dyed-in-the-wool, according to Hoyle, gift card program per se as such.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, it might be something more like a sheepskin voucher or something like that.
Yeah, it's exactly. You don't know what he's got or doesn't
Okay.
have. We don't know. Anyway, aren't there qualified tattoo artists in Omaha?
Yeah, very qualified.
I mean, Sarah, do you have a regular artist to which you go in Omaha?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah. We go to Big Brain.
Big Brain. Okay.
Big brain. That's what they call me too. They just call me Big Brain.
Big
My
Brain.
brain's big because I'm smart.
Oh my God.
Or
Yeah.
sometimes they call me Long Brain
What? Why long brain?
because
Sometimes his brain is long.
yeah, it's my power.
That's long brain. Okay. So, have you actually gotten any work there done at Big Brain, Nick?
Yeah.
You have
That's where he's got his tattoos done.
all of them.
Yeah.
Oh. Except for that one that you got when you were 15. Remember when I found that?
I was way younger than that.
Yeah. Well, I think I found it when you were 15.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I did a pretty good job of hiding it for a number of years before that, though.
So which tattoo is this and where is it? I need
It's
the
on
story.
it's a small crab on my back. I was just at some party and I got fucked up and let some dude tattoo me in the back.
Wow. What age are we talking here? Like 9?
Like 14, maybe 13.
Yeah.
It's a heartwarming tale.
Yeah. It's fun for the whole family.
I mean, it's a typical Midwestern tale, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. And then I discovered at some point when he was 14, 15, and, read him the riot act.
Yeah, he was pissed. He got his knickers in a twist for sure.
Yeah. And then we all got over it. Life went on.
Yeah, because it didn't matter. It didn't fucking matter.
And there was nothing I could do about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's parenting.
And it's all good.
Yeah. All love, really.
Yeah, it's all love.
No question about it. Hey, so let's move on to sports for a second, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
Did you see any fights last night? Did you watch the
Very good card last night. Phenomenal event last night.
Yeah, but Holloway lost his belt, and that makes me sad.
He did, but
But Volkanovski is a good fighter.
Yeah, so let's start from the first main event: Uriah Faber versus Peter Yan.
Who won?
Peter Yan.
Peter Yan beat Uriah Faber. Well, Uriah Faber is in his early 40s, is he not?
Yeah, he's 40 years old. Yeah, he got fucked up. He just got fucked up. I think in the third round he got head kicked to a TKO. Is that right? Or was it the
I think so.
second or third round? And then the next fight after that was Jose Aldo and Marlon Moraes.
Now, Jose Aldo, we all famously remember, got his ass kicked by Conor McGregor. Isn't that true?
Didn't get his ass kicked, but he did get dropped. Yeah. 13 seconds.
Well, yeah, he got dropped in 13 seconds. Let's not debate whether that constitutes an ass kicking, a starching, or some other thing. But the bottom line is he got destroyed by Conor.
Well, yeah,
McGregor
because
in
there
13
is
fucking
no
seconds.
debate. When someone gets starched and when someone just gets dropped in 13 seconds, that's not an ass whooping. What
Is it a
happened to
starching?
Uriah Faber? That was an ass whooping. When your face is all busted up,
Yeah.
you got your ass kicked for several minutes. That's an ass whooping.
Okay.
When someone hits you once and you drop,
You got
you
starched.
just got starched.
Okay, so can we agree that Jose Aldo got starched by Conor McGregor?
Yeah, he did, but that's painting a very narrow stroke of his entire illustrious career.
I mean, he had
Jose
a great
Aldo's
career. He was
bad
undefeated
motherfucker.
up to that point, was he not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not trying to throw shade on Jose Aldo. I'm just stating some facts here, man. You're kind of all over my case ever since this restaurant thing.
No, I'm not. I'm just making sure that you got it, correct.
Okay, so Jose Aldo was going up against whom?
Marlon Moraes, and it went the distance. It went all 3 rounds. To me, it could have gone either way,
Yeah.
but Marlon Moraes won. So,
Jose thought he won.
yeah, and Marlon Moraes thought he won too. Thought that Jose won. He was
Interesting. Unanimous or split decision?
Split.
It was split.
Yeah, it's tough.
It
Coulda
was a
gone
good
either way.
fight.
It
So
was.
you-
There was a bunch of good fights on this card.
And then
Any
the next
female
one after
fighters?
that was Amanda Nunes and Jermaine Durandamy.
Okay. And Amanda Nunes, of course, that's a big name. Everyone recognizes that name. How'd she do?
She won.
She
Okay.
did, but
She got close a couple of times to get to being in trouble. She was in
Yeah.
trouble a couple of times, but she
it
won.
wasn't as clear cut as I thought it was going to be.
I mean, she pretty much dominated Jermaine Durandamy.
But it
there was
still
one
went
time
5
where
rounds.
Jermaine Durandamy, it still went the distance, yeah. But like most of that was Amanda Nunes on top of Durandamy, just beating
Got
the
it.
shit out of her.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it was not probably a unanimous decision at the end, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
It was unanimous, but the scorecards were different.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Unanimous.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one would have said, "Oh, Jermaine was robbed."
No.
No, definitely not. And then that was the third fight. So the co-main event was Max Holloway versus Alexander Volkanovski, who is from Australia, believe it or not. Thought he would
Interesting.
have been an Eastern European type with that name, but he wasn't. He's Australian, and he won against Holloway. That fight also went the distance. And by decision, split decision, he won the belt from Holloway. So,
Ooh,
he's
well,
the
that
new
sounds
champion.
like an instant rematch to me.
Could be, yeah,
Yeah.
could be.
I mean,
And then the main event was Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington. Kamaru Usman broke Colby Covington's jaw, and
Oh my
then
God.
TKO'd him in the fourth round. Or fifth.
wow, that's a bad injury to get your jaw
5th.
broken.
It was the 5th
Yeah,
round.
like he said his jaw was broken in the third round, but he was still like smiling and shit and sticking his tongue out. And I'm like, you're moving your mouth around a lot for your jaw to be broken. But whatever.
So he got TKO'd in the 5th, though.
Yeah,
I think it was the 5th.
I think it was the 5th. And then like he was on fucking Twitter. Someone just saw a tweet by him. He's like, fucking Mike Goddard, who was the referee of the fight. He's like, he robbed me of a win that night.
Mark Goddard's a really good ref, though.
Well, yeah, he is. And also like, hey, your jaw's wired shut right now. You know what I mean?
You're doing an awful lot of talking for somebody with a jaw that's wired shut.
Like
Yeah.
you were going to lose that fight for sure, no matter what.
Yeah, no question. And then,
But
of course,
so Kamaru Usman retains his champion status,
yeah.
and Colby Covington is still a little bitch.
So
Fuck that dude. He's always
All right.
wearing a Trump hat and like a $5 suit, like all this bullshit, huge Trump supporter and stuff. And then Joe Rogan always says like, "Oh no, it's a character." He's like made a heel for people to hate because you want to see this Trump supporter get his ass kicked. And that makes sense. But like, if you're really good, if you're a beast, you don't need to have a fucking gimmick too. You know what I mean?
It's
You
true.
just kick ass, good, be the champion, and that's that. So
Well, but he failed to be the champion.
yeah, even with this little fucking gimmick, he still can't do it. So fuck that dude.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. All right. So sounds like a good slate of fights, though. A lot of
it
action.
was.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
good.
Sorry I missed
Nice.
that. I watched a good bit of football today, though, and I will tell you the playoff picture is shaping up pretty well. And we're going to see in the AFC, we're going to see the Kansas City Chiefs, and we're going to see the New England Patriots, and we're probably going to see the Houston Texans and a few other teams. And then on the NFC side, we're going to see San Francisco and New Orleans and Minnesota and Green Bay and probably Dallas. Although it's coming down to the wire in the NFC East. What a shitty conference that is. It's either going to be Dallas or the Eagles. And, and that's probably going to be, then there's going to be other football teams that play each other. And then there's going to be, a Super Bowl at some point. So that's my analysis of the football season thus far.
Excellent.
Thank you. Yeah, here's what I know for sure. The Denver Broncos are not going to the playoffs because they're currently, 5-9. So,
Yeah, they're currently not good.
yeah, right. Not good. Real
We're
bad.
gonna have to wait for John Elway to die, and that's really just the way it is.
Probably so. I was hoping Drew Lock could extend the magic and win a third game in a row against the hated Chiefs, but no joy. He got his ass kicked. Didn't look good.
Chiefs.
Yeah, the chefs look great. They're good enough anyway.
Is Mahomes okay?
He's fine. Seems fine. I mean, that game, I don't know if you
playing?
saw any of it, but there was like 7 inches of snow during the game, which is fun to watch, but it's more fun to watch if your team wins. If it's a
Right.
competitive contest, which it really wasn't. Kansas City pretty well dominated from beginning to end. So there's that. And in heartbreaking sports news, the Nebraska Cornhuskers volleyball team was eliminated from the regional NCAA semifinals last night by the Wisconsin Badgers. So the Wisconsin Badgers are going on to the Final Four of the NCAA volleyball tournament, women's volleyball tournament, while the Nebraska Cornhusker women are going home. Of course, they've won the national championship a couple of times, and women's volleyball is among the sports in which Nebraska still is a dominant player, but not football.
Yep. I actually did know that.
Yeah, wait. So the Nebraska volleyball team's coach, who is that?
Matt Kelly, I think his name is.
This just in. Still fucking weird that a guy is coaching women's volleyball. Still weird.
What do you mean it's weird?
What?
Why is that weird?
Why is the coach of every women's volleyball team a man? You know what? In my high school at Auburn, you know who the coach for the volleyball team was? The shop teacher, Mr. Peterson. Fucking weird, dude. He's an old man. Hey,
I've always thought it was creepy and gross, so thank you for ranting.
No one's going to say, no one thinks that's weird. No one at all. That you would think that a retired volleyball player maybe would be the coach, right? You know what I mean? All right, ladies, hit the showers. I'll be waiting for you out here.
True fun fact, at my high school, which was a small high school, the volleyball coaches were all always women, but they were all always, very lesbian.
Well, I mean, whatever. At least you can legally be in the same fucking locker room. You know what I mean?
Well,
yeah, I didn't find that weird or creepy at all. You don't mind even changing. It's whatever. I know you don't care, but an old dude in the room would be gross and awkward.
No one's suggesting that the coach for the women's Nebraska volleyball team is showering with the players. No one's suggesting.
No, I didn't say
that. Well, I mean, I don't know. We don't know nothing, man. We're not fucking there. I'm just saying it's weird that a man is coaching a women's sport.
Nobody thought the dude at Penn State would have done it either.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
You people. All I can say is you people.
I'm not implying anything. I'm just saying it is weird, dude. And no one ever I don't know. No one ever thought it was weird. I'm like this. It seems like if it's a team of young girls, a woman who has played as one of those young girls before should be the coach, right?
Well, for many college teams, that's the case.
But how many men's 6-on-a-side volleyball games do you see? How many men are playing volleyball? There's no men's leagues in high school. So why is it being taught by a man?
There's college and Olympic male volleyball. There's plenty of men playing volleyball. This is not
and that's okay.
So everyone that ever played is now a coach because that's how those numbers work out for me.
Well, look, dude, the male coaches, hey, go coach the male volleyball teams then.
Right?
If there's so fucking many of them, like you say, Dad, then there should be plenty of fucking room.
Yeah, there's
the male coaches
employed men volleyball coaches apparently.
And the women to teach the girls.
Look, I'm not saying that.
I mean, look, if the team is comfortable with it and then it's whatever. It's always seems to be the case that it's some old man teaching these young girls how to play a sport. And I'm like, why would it not be a woman who was once young, one of those young girls, you know?
I've never been more on board with a Nick rant.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just
Sarah, am I crazy here?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Okay, I guess we can all buy that. But I will say this, the Nebraska women's volleyball coach, who, whatever his name, I think it's Mike Kelly, something like that. Anyway, the fact is, he has coached them to a number of national championships. So, I mean, it's not like he's a shitty fucking coach. Okay. I'm just saying.
That's a fair point.
So.
Still weird.
All right. Well, and for the record, I think he should stop showering with them. I really do. That's out.
I mean, well, he is coach.
Good point. I mean, you got to coach them and everything. Wash here, wash there.
Yeah.
You know,
you need to know what shape your athletes are in. You know.
No, you're being weird. Okay. You're the one being weird here.
Well, I am coach.
All right. Well, anyway, so we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Do you have any parting shots, kids?
Deviation from the norm will be punished unless it's exploitable.
It's so true. So true. Deviation from the norm will be punished unless it's exploitable.
So true. Deep.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
That's the kind of computer engineer talk that I like to hear.
Thanks. It was pasted over a picture of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That's awesome.
Nick, any parting shots? I mean, you've been on kind of a tear this afternoon.
No. I read the sequel to that Poppy War book. Just finished it last night.
Oh, did you? What'd you think of it?
So fucking good.
Oh.
So turnt. However turnt the first book was, the second one was just even more.
And this asshole forgot to bring it back over.
Yeah, I did. They do that.
Which is especially troubling since you're the one who got it out of the library for him.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of which,
Yes.
what's the update, Sarah, on that other book?
You're now number 2.
Oh. Nice.
Number 2 on what list for what book?
For the one she was talking about, the space pirates or necromancers?
Yeah.
Necromancy. Yeah.
Gideon the Ninth is what it's called.
Gideon the Ninth. I need to jot these down because I need some reading material for this long flight we're going to take.
Gideon the Ninth, the Poppy Wars.
Poppy Wars.
You know, if you had Goodreads, you could just peruse my shelves.
All right, I'll get it. Oh my God.
Also,
Get Goodreads.
yeah, the
Peruse
only
Sarah's
disappointing thing about the second book is that it came out this year, so it's going to take a long time for the third book.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to have to just read them both very slowly. That'll be the best bet. Hun, any parting shots for you?
No, other than I look forward to our year in review at the proper time. And I look forward to telling you about our trip, and I hope that you have a fabulous Christmas. To all our listeners, happy holidays, all of you.
That's right. Especially you, Chris, and especially you, Ben. I know I made you wait a long time for the shout out, but because we skipped a week, many of you may no longer listen to us. That's the way it is with podcasts. You don't do it every week. It's you lose. You miss a week, you miss a lot.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Consistent. And we're not. We're not consistent, and we're not good either. So it's all. So in that way, it's all good.
Exactly. But it's a lot of fun. Anyway, kids, I guess that's it. And so, yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and sign off.
Okie dokie.
What's that? What?
Just do the thing.
A Shin Show is a production of Shinfluence. It features the voices and opinions of the Shin family, which are entirely and exclusively their own. It's brought to you on a fake basis each week by Ziff's Fine Dining in Invercargill, New Zealand, and by the Church of Universal Energy and the Infinite Multiverse. You can find us on Google Play Music, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure and join us in 2 weeks when we'll hear Elsie Shin say,
I'm really glad the religion finally got on board with sponsoring this program.
Indeed. Until then, love you, kids.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.